That's better. We got Anakin from the Ahsoka series. His look from the Clone Wars. Put that foot down. And lastly, who do we have? Let's just go with a Phase 1 clone trooper over here. Hello! Today on the channel, we're going to be unboxing R2-D2. This is a Star Wars The Black Series figure. It is in the Walmart exclusive Revenge of the Sith bubble packaging from back in the day. Of course, blown up to a bigger size for the Black Series 6-inch figures. So yeah, here's R2-D2. Went on Walmart.com and let's see, Cody, R2-D2, and what was the other one? Let me see, I got it over here. Oh yeah, it was the Tactical Ops Trooper were all available, so I grabbed those. They also had, I think, Count Dooku and somebody else available, but I already have Count Dooku and the other figure that was there, and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but these are the three I wanted. I feel like I can't have too many R2-D2s, plus this is the one that you can put the flying apparatuses on the side of him. I mean, you could do it with the old one, you just have to pry off the piece that's glued on, but this one it's not glued on, so it's just a little easier. So I thought, I'll pick one up, heck yeah. I'll need one for my episode 2 shelf anyway when he's flying around, so figure out some sort of flight stand and have him flying around would be pretty sweet. Alright, that's the front of the box. Flip it around to the back. Let's see, let's get the whole thing in there. There we go. Looking pretty good. And the first side, I don't know. I guess you call it side, but with that bubble, there's at least R2. Then this side just has warning 4+. Right down the bottom. Not going to be much from the top, of course. It is a card back. And then, of course, your bottom is your barcode and legalese on this one. Sometimes they do it on the back of the box, but on this one, it's the bottom. There's that barcode pulled in case you need it for anything. Let's set it here, pull the camera back, get a little closer look at everything on the box. Then we'll get them pulled totally out of the box. All right, so there's your Clash of Heroes on the top. Very cool. And of course it's like a Darth Vader helmet behind. It almost looks like the Darth Vader helmet looks like he appeared in the Clone Wars Darth Vader, the animated series. And then he's got also little accessories, but I noticed I think he's missing one or two that they excluded because he comes, I guess, with these parts, his flying parts. But I have my other R2-D2 here, so we'll see which ones are missing. I think it's the thing that goes on the top of the head, his little scanner. His little eyeball thing. But yeah. Missing a few things. But gaining jetpacks, I guess. There's the bottom of the box. And there's R2. Flipping it around. Black Series. Well, not Black Series. It just says Revenge. It says the Sith. I don't think... Okay, there is a Black Series logo further down. There's R2. There's a blurb about the 20th anniversary, if you'd like to read it. And there he is with some accessories out. And then there's that Black Series logo over in the bottom right. And then the bottom of the box is all your legalese, if I can get it all focused up. There we go. Alright, I don't know how I'm going to open this. I'm going to throw it here, put the camera in a position, and I have to decide. I don't know. It'd be cool to keep this, but I don't think that's going to happen without ripping this thing apart. I see it's like perforated down here, and like there's tape, so I don't know if I can cut this tape and then cut the plastic and maybe slide him out. That's the way I'm going to try to do it. While I'm cutting this tape on the sides, just want to say if you're enjoying this video, if you could give it a like. If you enjoy action figure unboxings, toy hunt, shelf tours, everything fun action figure related, and you have not yet subscribed to Hey, What That On My Shelf, go ahead and do that. You get all that goodness in your feed. Plus, if you have a fun comment, that's also greatly, greatly appreciated. Yeah, I'm just going to keep trying to cut that. So the tape is done. Now I just got to figure out how in the heck can I get the bottom part. So I think I can just kind of slice it from here. I don't want to get into that card back, but just the plastic. But not too deep. Yeah, I'm doing horrible. This is a real bang up job here. Oh well, we'll see if it works. Okay. Actually, I don't... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it should pop open if I did it right. Oh, I kind of missed the spot right here. You can see where I missed the plastic and just got box. If I would have done it right, I think it would have worked just fine. Oh well. I got 2 more to do. This one was practice, I guess. So, there we go. Okay, yep, I should be able to grab them out now. That works. And then maybe I can hold on to this box. Oh yeah, definitely holding on to that. Cool. There should be another piece that would come out, right? Isn't there a double plastic on this? Or no, he's just right here. Not double plastic, he's just ready to go. There was a plastic over the top and I got him out. Let's get R2 out. Foot is stuck. There we go. Unsticked. Little accessories. We'll look at all of them. Okay. 2 more over here. Then we'll have his flying apparatus and blast effects. Thrust effects, I guess you might call it. And there they are now. And his flying parts. Come on, pop out. Dude, that is so in there. Got it. Oh, with all the tape. There. Okay, let's get that box out of here. I am going to pull back just a little bit and then get a better focus up close so we can look at all this stuff. Okay, this is the flying piece that hooks to the side. I'll show you how to do that when we get closer up after we look at all his articulation and stuff. And of course the blast effects will just hook into the bottom. Thrust effects, I guess. There we go. So yes. Very good. And then we're looking at this. It's like a little arc welder. He's got a little grappling hand so he could take things away from Yoda. And I don't know what this is, but it's cool. And a little scomp link access there. Get into those computers and save Padme from getting boiled in the molten metal used to make battle droids. For whatever reason, I can't get this focused in. There. There's... It's just so small. Little scomp link. Okay. And then there's R2-D2. Pretty good. Alright, so these, if you don't know, pop out. Oh, this looks a little different. Let me grab my other one. I feel like the inside on the other one was gray and not black. Let's see if I'm just... Yeah. Oh, I hate when it gets jammed. R2's jammed! But you can see it's gray, right? Yeah. Dang it. It's that top piece that this one didn't come with that always jams up in there. Damn it. I should just leave it out. Stupid. It's the piece that goes into the top of his head. Because one of these pops out, this one here, and you can put it in the top of his head. Let me see if this one still has a pop-out piece. It should. Oh yeah, definitely. Still has the pop-out piece, but it doesn't come with the accessory that goes in there. Which is in this one, but he's stuck. I've gotten his out before, but... Alright, he's out. This is the piece. The one that just doesn't fit in there all that good. But there it is. That's the one that this one doesn't come with. That goes in the top of his head like so. So he can... Boop, 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 boop. That's a great sound effect. Yeah. What other ones doesn't it come with? This one. So the scanner. It doesn't come with the scanner either. You could throw the scanner in the same hole. So it doesn't come with the top pieces, which kind of stinks, but at least there's still access if you wanted to use one from one of your other R2s. You could. Get in there. Okay. So, alright. So yes, so you can use this for storage inside of here in the neck piece. But yeah, I wouldn't. So you don't have to worry about this with the other one, but this thing always gets jammed in there. So yeah, you could see this is like a dark gray and this is like black. So there's a difference there. Otherwise, I don't think there's anything different. Other than that these will pop off. Well, they're supposed to. There we go. So you could put the jetpack piece on. I think. There it goes. See, these are glued in on the older ones. And then you got him flying around. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Let's throw the other piece back on. Goes like this. All right. Let's throw this other R2 out of the way. And so, okay, so his head, let's get it back to focus. His head, even though it can pop up, you have to get it right centered and then it pops up. And you can even spin it more and get it all the way out if you want to. You can see how that kind of works. There is no movement in this at all. Everything slides on this big peg, I guess you'd call it. You got it all lined up and you can get it back down. But yeah, you can turn his head right and left with that. So that works. We saw the piece that pops out. These open up. They're hard for me to open. Sometimes you have to use two. Get a finger here and then one to pry. And I just cut my fingernail, so it's kind of hard. But yeah, both sides open kind of like that. And you just shove in the accessory, like the little claw hand. Shove it in one of the holes. You have 3 holes on each side. Whoops. And of course, it'd be fun to display one with all his accessories out as he gets shot at the bunker on Endor. The forest moon of Endor. But yeah, that's how that works. The legs had just a peg so they could swivel all the way around. The feet are they're on a rocker, but they're very limited, but it's enough to get where you need to. And then of course you got the bottom leg that pops out. And the old Black Series, you had to spin it, the head, and then it would pop out. It was just awful. I love that they went to this, and then you got a little bit of a up and down on this one, so you can get that rolly action going. If I can get an actual shot, would be great. So yeah, love the R2-D2s. They're great. I wish they would come out with some more astromech droids. There's only like 3, I think, out of this new style, so I'd love to see some, like, I don't know. I know there was a black one that they had on the Death Star. The Rebels had a bunch of really cool looking astromech droids. I'd love to get a bunch of New Hope ones. I love droids. I love astromechs and protocol droids because R2 and 3PO were my 2 favorite characters growing up. I don't know, as a kid I just loved R2 and 3PO, and my love for robots ever since. So yeah, he's a great little droid. Let's move away all these accessories. Well, let's set him here. We'll throw all the accessories it comes with next to him so you can see everything that it comes with. I usually do that, and I totally forgot to do that. So he's got his blast effects and his apparatus, the flying apparatus, and then his 4 other pieces that can plug into his body. Right there. Let's see if we can focus at it. There it is. So that's everything that comes in the box of this Revenge of the Sith R2-D2 Walmart exclusive. Let's go ahead and move this to the side. And I want to throw some other figures next to him for scale, and I kind of just want to put them up like this. Oh, I like that look. And let's see who we could sit next to R2-D2 right now. I'm going to go about right there. Get a focus, and we'll throw some figures next to him for scale. So, it's episode 2, or episode 3, but I don't have many episode 3, or I'm sorry, this is, yeah. The flying I remember from episode 2, but this is an episode 3 Revenge of the Sith figure. That's why I'm all messed up. But I'm going to go Clone Wars, so let's just go classic animated series Clone Wars. There's Ahsoka. I've got Captain Rex over here. The Ahsoka Captain Rex. Let's get a better focus going. His Rexy looks so out of focus. That's better. We got Anakin from the Ahsoka series. His look from the Clone Wars. Get that foot down. And lastly, who do we have? Let's just go with a Phase 1 clone trooper over here. But this being Revenge of the Sith, I should probably use a Phase 2 clone trooper. Because of that, let's take this Rex out of here and throw this Rex in. There we go. Let's get it all Revenge of the Sith. This is a Revenge of the Sith packaging figure, so let's do that. Alright, that looks pretty good. There is your Episode 3, R2-D2. Stay tuned for some posing. Thanks so much for watching.